Okay, we'll start with our 15th problem. Okay,
Okay.
can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 15th problem, in a library there are 30% of the books are in Hindi. Of the remaining, 40% are in French. And then 60% of the remaining books are in Spanish. The remaining 8,400 books are in English. We need to find the total number of books in the library. So we don't know how many books are there in the library, but he is saying 30% of the books are in Hindi, 40% of the books are in French, 60% of the remaining books are in Spanish, and there are like 8,400 books that are in English. Okay, so we need to find out the total number of books in the library. Okay, so when you don't know something, right, we assume that number with X. So the number of books in the library is X. Okay, so for example, if I say we have 100 books in the library, we have just 100 books in the library. So what is the first statement? 30% of the books are in Hindi. Okay, if I say 30% of the books in Hindi, that means total 100 books are there in the library. If 30% of the books are in Hindi, then how many books are left over? 100 books are there in library, 30% books are in Hindi. What are the number of books that are left in the library?
70.
Okay, and from here 60% of the remaining books are in Spanish. So if we say these are books, he's saying 60%. From 70, again 60% of the books are in Spanish. So that is like 42 books. From 70 books, if you remove 42 books, there are just 28 books in the library. And from 28, we have Spanish, right? Okay, take it as an example. Okay, and from 28, if there is like 10% of the books are in like Spanish. Okay, so again you will be getting 2.8 books, and from here you need to again subtract, and the remaining books like 14 or 15 or whatever books are left. He's saying the leftover books are 8,400. Those books are English. This is what he is saying. Okay, so from here what you can understand is, if 30% of the books are left, right, so 70% is the remaining. Okay, for suppose if you don't know what are the number of books, X is the total number of books in library. That means from those books, if you remove 30%, what is left over? You will have only 70% of the books, right? So 70% is the books are there. And again, these are the number of books. Again, he's saying 40% of the books are in French. If you remove 40%, what is the leftover? It is 60% of the books are left over. From this number of books, again 60% of the remaining books are in Spanish. That means if you remove 60%, you only have 40% of the books. And what is the next statement? And the remaining equal to 8,400. So whatever books are there right now, those you're equaling it to 8,400. So this is the equation. From here, we need to find out X. X will give you the number of books in the library. Okay, we'll solve it again. Okay, do not worry. So the first statement, what he told, there are 30% of the books are in Hindi. Okay, so total number of books in the library is X. 30% Hindi, 40% French, 60% Spanish, and remaining books are English, and those are 8,400. Okay, so first if you take X as the total number of books in the library, first you have 30% of the books, right? So 70% of the remaining books are in Hindi. He said 40% of the books are in French. That means 60% of the remaining books are there in the total library. And he said 60% Spanish. That means 40% of the books are in Spanish, and whatever remaining books are there, right? He said 8,400 books are in English. So you need to equate that here, because from the total number of books, we removed 30% of the books which are in Hindi, and from the remaining books, he said 40% of the French. We already removed that 40% of the French here, and 60% Spanish. That means we remove 60% Spanish there. So whatever are the remaining are only English. So we just equated it to 8,400. From here, you can cancel the zeros. Okay, and 7 6 are 42. So 42 ones are 42 200s are 41 2s are 84, right? 42 2s are 84, 200, and ones are 50s are. So x would be 50 into 10 into 10 100, 100 into 10,000. So 50 into 1000, which is x equal to 50,000 number of books are there in the library. Okay, so we'll do one more sum. You'll understand it. Do not worry.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
We'll do the 15th. Yeah.
Fifteen in the practice.
Yeah. 15th practice problem. Okay. So we'll do the practice problem in a warehouse. In a warehouse, 25% of items are electronics. Of the remaining 50% is furniture, and then 40% are clothing. The remaining 5,400 are groceries. So total number of items in the warehouse. Yeah. Okay. Have you done it?
Solving just a minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll start. Okay. Did you complete it? Or still doing?
Yeah, that just trying to simplify that.
Okay.
I think I got something else.
Okay, cool.
Maybe.
Cool. So we'll do it. So 25% of the electronics, that means 75%. See, that's why you should know how to convert percentages into fraction. That is the first thing, right? So 75%, you can write it as 75 by 100, which is 3 by 4.
Yeah, I got it. 24,000.
24,000.
Oh.
Excellent. 24,000. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So 75% you need to simplify it as 3 by 4. So x into 3 by 4, 50% of the furniture. 50% of the furniture. 50% of the furniture is there. That means rest over is 1 by 2. 40% are clothing, which is 3 by 4, which is equal to 5,400. Okay. So 3 2s are 9. This is 9 6 are 54. So 600. So denominator would be 5 into 4 20, 20 into 2 40. So 600 into 20 into 2, which is 40, which is 24,000. Great. So you know the first problem, right? You will practice the second problem by yourself. Okay. Okay. So you can practice the second problem, right? 20% of the students playing cricket. You can do this problem. You can do this problem. Okay. So we'll go into the 16th problem. Okay. So the problem. A reduction in price of apples enables a person to purchase 3 apples for rupees 1 instead of rupees 1.25. What is approximate percentage reduction in price? Okay, so reduction in price of apples enables a person to purchase 3 more apples for 1 rupee instead of 1.25. Okay, he's asking how much price is reduced because he's able to buy 3 more apples for 1 instead of 1.25. Okay, so great. So here you need to understand apples are same. Instead of 1 rupee 2.1, see the price, reduced price is, give me a second. Okay. So the reduced price is 1. Previously it is 1.25. He used to buy 3 apples at 1.25, but now he is buying it at 1 rupee only. So the apples are 3 only. Okay. So from here you can understand how much price it's reduced. So difference between old, okay, new, okay, price is decreased 0.25 by old, which is 1.25 into 100. So 1 by 5. So here new would be 1, right? So it will be minus. So that's why it is reduced. 1 by 5 equal to 20%. This is the price that reduced for 3 apples to purchase at 1.25 to 1. This is one method of doing it. Second method, you can equal both the price. Like suppose 3 apples for 1 rupee, 3 apples previously at 1.25, right? So if you just see, you need to equal both the price. So if you say that he brought 12 apples, he got 5 rupees. With 12 apples, he got only 4 rupees. So to equal the price, he has to buy 15 apples. That is like 5 rupees. When both are equal, you will know the quantities. So he is getting 3 more apples. See, here it is having only 12 apples. Here he is having 15 apples for the same price. When there is different in consumption, if you know the consumption ratio is 12:15 because this is C1, right? This is C2. 4:5. This is consumption. You know price, it would be 5:4. Again, you can do the difference. 1 divided by 100. This is 20% reduction. So either you can do equating both price to get the quantity. When you get the quantity, you can know the price which are inversely proportional, and you can do the same formula, new minus old by old into 100. You can do that formula, or else because in that scenario, right, both the quantities of the apples are equal directly. That is the reason we took directly the reduction price and we did the percentage formula. Okay, both the formulas are right. You can do 2 practice problems and you will understand it better. So we'll do the 16th problem. Please try this 16th problem. A reduction in the price of oranges enables a person to purchase 5 oranges for 2 rupees instead of 3 rupees. What is the approximate percentage reduction in price? First, these kind of problems try to understand what exactly he's asking. So when the price reduces, right? Previously he used to buy 5 oranges for 3 rupees. Now he's only purchasing for 2 rupees. That means he's getting some kind of a discount. That's why he's able to purchase more. See, when you used to purchase 3 rupees, now it became 2 rupees. You know the direct formula. 1 present is 3. 1 by 3 into 100, which is 33, 1 by 3 percentage. Directly you can do that. Okay, great. Initial price, new price. Initial price is 3, new price is 2. So the difference is minus 1 by 3 into 100 percentage, which is 33, 1 by 3 percentage. Okay, sometimes the question could be tricky. They might say he used to buy 5 oranges for 2 instead of 4 oranges at 3 rupees. They can give you question like, he is buying 5 oranges for 2 rupees instead of 3 oranges for 1.5 rupees. He might ask you in this way. When this kind of a question comes, right, you need to equal the quantities. Okay, so suppose 5 oranges for 2 rupees, right? So 5 oranges rupees to 3 oranges for 1.5. Just multiply with 5 oranges. Here multiply with 3 oranges. Okay, so 15 oranges he would be selling at 6 rupees, but 15 oranges he is selling at 7.5. So previously it was 7.5 rupees, now it is 6 rupees. So the difference is 1.5 divided by original price is 7.5 into 100, which will give you 20%. Okay, same, because if, see, suppose I'm saying I am getting a dozen apples at this much price previously, now I'm getting only 6 apples at this much price. You cannot differentiate between 12 apples and 6 apples, right? First, the quantity should be same. In our question, the quantities are same, that's why we are directly taking the reduced price and we are using the normal percentage value. But if the quantities are different, like someone is saying, I got 5 oranges for 2 rupees, you got 2 oranges for 3 rupees, then you cannot equal, right? Percentages means the ratios should be equal. If the ratios are not equal, then you will not get the right answer. But here in this question, the same quantities, you can do it easily. Okay, so we will go for the next 17th problem. We have a lot of problems to do, so we need to do quickly. So the 17th problem, I hope you can see my screen. The ratio of the number of males to females is 3:2. 50% of them are males, 70% of them are females. So 50% of the males and 70% of the females are educated. Find the ratio. You need to find out the ratio of number of educated people by number of uneducated ones. Okay, so this is the question. I told you, whenever you don't know anything, just assume numbers, right? So here male is to female is 3:2, right? If you just take 300:200 for easy calculations, whenever you don't know, male is 3x, female is 2x, so we will be taking males m is to f equal to 300:200 for easy calculations, because at the end you want to get the percentage, right? When the percentages are there, you can assume 3000:2000 also. Okay, so we took 300:200, and out of which 50% of the males, so males are 300, 50% of them are educated. Okay, that means 150 people are educated and non-educated one are like 150. Okay, females, 200 people are there, out of which 70% are educated. 70% means 140 people are educated plus 30% which are non-educated are 60. You know how we got these numbers? No, half of them, clear, excellent. So we just need to find out educated by non-educated. So just calculate, 150 people are there in educated plus 140 people are there in females educated, divided by, in non-educated 150 people are there in males plus 60 people are there in females. So 150 plus 140, which is 290, divided by 150 plus 60, which is 210. So the ratio would be 29:21. Okay, which is there in the answer. Okay, so you know the problem, right? You can do the practice problems. This is 17th problem, right? Okay, you can do the practice problems. Okay, easy, right? No doubts in this question. Yeah, so we'll do the 18th problem. In a class, okay, question number 18. In a class, number of girls is 20% more than boys. He's saying there are boys and girls in the class, and girls are 20% more than boys. This is the first statement. What is the second statement? The total strength of the class is 66. Strength of the class is 66. Is the second statement. If 4 more girls are admitted, like if 4 more girls are admitted in the class, then the class will become 70 people. And what is the ratio of boy is to girl? See, for this kind of a question, right, the question is not difficult, but you need to see the question properly. Sometimes they'll ask you ratio of girls is to boys. And sometimes they'll ask you ratio of boys to girls, and they'll give you both the ratios. Like for example, 5:7 is the answer. He might give you 7:5 also in the option. So it will be tricky. Just try to understand that. Okay. So here, okay. So he's saying girls are 20% more than boys. Strength of the class. So for example, okay, if you take boys are 100, girls would be 120. Okay, so 100 plus 120, that is like 220 people are there, right? Okay, so we'll use x as the number because we want to equate it to 66, right? So we'll use x. Okay, but from here, what I can say, the number itself is becoming more than the strength of the class, but still you can equate it. So you'll get it in some fractions you need to calculate. Otherwise, you can take like 10x and 12x also. If you take 10 as a number, because the numbers are bigger, right? What you need to do, when the number is 660, this makes sense. But if the strength of the class is 66, so when the number is 2-digit, try to take 2-digit. Okay, but still we'll do with 3-digit, not an issue. The answer you will get is same. Okay, so 100x is there and girls is 120x. So 100x plus 120x equal to 66. So that is the first statement, right? Girls are 20%, we took girls are 20%, and strength of the class is 66. So we took 66. 100x plus 120x would be 220x equal to 66. X equal to 66 by 22 into 10. You can write 220 is 22 into 10, right? So 21 2s, 1s are 22 3s are. So x is 3 by 10. Okay, so just to substitute x in both boys and girls. Okay, boys are 100x, 100 into 3 by 10, which is boys are 30, girls are 120 into 3 by 10. Girls are 36. So this is the first one, this is second one. We are 30 plus 36 is 66. This satisfied this particular statement, and girls are also 20%. From 30 to 36, it is 20%. Both the statements are true. The third statement, what he asked was 4 more girls are admitted. That means boys are 30, girls are 36. So 4 more girls will be 40. So you just need to do the calculation. Boys is to girls ratio. 30 is to 40. So the ratio would be 3 is to 4. That would be your answer. Understood? Okay. So 3 is to 4 is your answer. Okay. So you will be doing the practice problems in 18th A and 18th B. Okay. Once we will check. Yeah, no, I have not spoke. Okay. 19th one. Okay, we'll do the 19th problem. Okay, so you will be doing the practice problems, right? Okay. So 19th problem. In an examination, A got 10% less marks than B. B got 25% more marks than C. C got 20% less marks than D. If A got 360 marks out of 500, how much marks did D get? Okay. We will try to do these problems. Okay. So in examination A, so we'll solve that one. In examination A got, so first we have A, B, C, D. See, whenever these kind of questions comes, right, you need to find out which one doesn't have any other link. For example, A got 10% less than B. Again, B got 25% more than C. C got 20% less than D. So D is the one which doesn't have any other. Yeah. So first we'll take D as 100. So that is how you need to solve. If you take, okay, we'll write that A is 10% less than B. B got 25% more than C. C got 20% less than D. Okay, if A got 360 marks out of 500, how much will D get? Okay, so we will solve this. Okay, so here, because D doesn't have any other relationship except C, so we'll try to give D as 100, because I told you, if you don't know anything, just use 100 as a number. So 100 is there, D is 100. So C got 20% less than D. So how much will C get? 80. Great. Okay. Then B got 25% more than C. how much will B get? B got 25% more than C. Yeah, 1 by 4 is 20. So how much B will get? Why 60? B got, which one you have? B got 25% more than C. Yes, 100. Excellent. See, 25% of 80 is, yeah, you just minus it. Okay. A is 10% less than B. How much will A get? Excellent. 90. Okay. So then he's saying A got 360 marks because these are all in ratios. You can take 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Or you can leave 0 also, not an issue. If A is getting 360 marks, how much does D get? If 90 is there, 94s are 360. Then how much 104s will become? 400. If he is getting 360 marks, D will be getting 400 marks. If he is getting 360 marks, how much he will be getting? C will be getting. Excellent. Into 4, he will get 320 marks. That 320. If he is getting 360, he will be getting 400 marks. So this is the problem statement. Okay. The answer is 400, which is there in the option. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened. We'll pause it for a hit. So do the practice problems of 19th as well. So we'll start with the 20th problem. We'll start with the 20th problem. A batsman scored 130 runs, 5 fours and 5 sixes. What is his percentage of total score did he make by running between the wickets? Running between the wickets. Okay. I hope you understand the question. Okay. So a batsman scored. Suppose think example as Virat Kohli has scored 130 runs, in which he hit only 5 fours and 5 sixes. Okay. When it is 4, you will get 4 runs. If it is 6, you will get 6 hits. Clear? So 5 fours plus 5 sixes equal to 5 into 4 plus 5 into 6. So 20 plus 30. So 50 runs he made by boundaries. Total runs is 130, out of which boundaries are 50. So running between the wickets is 80. Understood? So singles, doubles, threes, everything is running between the wickets. So 80 runs he made by running between the wickets. So percentage of running between the wickets. What is the percentage of the total score? Okay, total score is 130. Running between the wickets is 80. So what is the percentage? 80 by 130 into 100 percentage would be the percentage how much? He would be running between the wickets. You know why I kept 80 on the top and 130 on the bottom? So total runs is 130. I just want to know how many runs he made through running. So I used 80 on the top to get the percentage. If they ask me how many runs did he make via boundaries, so on the top 50 would be there and bottom it would be 130. Clear? Just to calculate it, you would be able to get 61.54 percentage. Okay, so 130, 80, 80, 8,000, 136, 7,800, 780. So 20 will be there and 0, 130, 130. So 70 would be remaining. 0.0, 135, 650, 50 will be there. 130, 4, 52, not happened. 31, 4s. Yeah, 161.538 or something. So the answer is 61.54. Okay. So answer is 61.54 percentage. Hope it is clear. You can do the 20th problem. Okay, you can do the 20th problem. You have 2 more questions. You can do that. Okay. Now we will be going into miscellaneous problems. We have like almost 20 problems in miscellaneous. We will be doing those problems. Okay, clear. So what are miscellaneous? See, these questions are asked mostly in entrance exams. So I pulled all the data and I was sharing it with you so that would you able to solve it, or else we'll solve it together. Okay, this I might have already explained to you, but still I just want to say the ratio of the number of males to females in a village 3:2. 10% of the males, 25% of the females are uneducated. What is the percentage of the educated people? Again, assume males to females as 300:200. 10% of the males, 25% of the females are uneducated. You just need to find out the percentage of educated people. Yeah, please. Uneducated. Both are uneducated. You just need to find out the educated percentage. Did you get the answer? How much? Excellent. So 300:200, and then you will divide between educated and uneducated, and then you will calculate the percentage of the educated people. Okay, so we solved the first problem in the miscellaneous. Okay, so second one. The price of the table and chair. Price of the table equal to 200, and price of the chair is 140. This is the first equation. This is the first statement. This is the second statement. The price of the table and the chair is increased by 20% and 30%. So he said there are price of the table and the prices increased respectively. Find the total cost for 2 dozen tables, and 25 chairs. You just need to solve it and then substitute the values. Okay. 20%. Are you not able to see the screen? Okay, price of the table is 200, price of the chair is 140, price of the table increased by 20% and the chair increased by 30%. Find the total cost of 2 dozen tables and 25 chairs. So the price increased is 200, 20% increased, that means 40. So the price of the table would be 240. 140 is the chair cost. It increased by 30%, which means 42. So the price of the chair would be 182. Okay, so you're just asking 2 dozen tables. 2 into 12 into 240 plus 25 into 182. So 24. So 24. 240, 24 is 9, 8, 4. That is 5760 plus 25, 41, 9, 4550, right? So what is the answer? $310. Yeah, 10,310 is the answer. Yeah, 10,310. 11. Yeah, you also got 10,310, right? Okay, great. You're quicker in calculations. Just get the concepts right. You're too good. Okay, so we'll solve the third problem. If the numerator of a fraction is increased by 20% and the denominator is decreased by 5%, the new fraction will be. So the third problem is numerator increased by 20%, denominator decreased by 5%. The fraction is 5/2. So find the original fraction. Okay, original fraction you need to find out. Okay, so think of it. What is fraction? Anything which is divisible. Like if 1 is there, 1/1 is the fraction, 1/2 is the fraction, right? 2/3 is the fraction. When we'll say fraction, when something is divided by something. Okay, so here we need to assume fraction also. Okay, how do you assume fraction? X by y is the fraction, because you should have a numerator, you should have a denominator. That is how it will become a fraction. Okay, so x is there and y is there. He told numerator increased by 20%. Okay, so x is there. When it increased by 20%, it will become 1.2x. Or else, if you don't want that calculation to be in points, you can assume 10x is the fraction, 10y is the fraction. Then you will not be getting decimals. It's up to you. Even if you do with 1.2x also, you'll get it. But we'll do with 1.2x to complicate things. Okay, cool. So x is there. X means 1x. If 1x numerator is increased by 20%, when 1x is increased by 20%, what will be the output? Yeah, 1 by 4 of what? 1. 1 by 5. It's not 1 by 4. What is the 1 by 4? What is the value of... See, sorry. You're confusing me. 20% is 1 by 5. 1 by 5. What is the value of 1 by 5? 0.2. Okay, so 1x is there. It increased by 20%, then it will become 1.2x. Y is decreased by 5%. Okay, if y is decreased by 5%, the y will become 0.95y. You know how I got these both two equations? Yeah, just I took xy as a fraction, and the next statement he told it increased 20%. X will become 1.2x. Y decreased by 5%. Y decreased 0.5. Okay, 0.5 is decreased value. And see, if you're too confused, right, take 100x only. We'll take with 100x. 100x, 100y is the fraction. See, whenever I told you take 100, right, you do it with 100x only. 100x by 100y. Okay, so what is 20% increase in numerator? 100x will become what? 120x. One excellent. 120x is the new numerator. 100y is there. It decreased by 5%. 95y. Okay? Understood? This is the original fraction. This is the new fraction. Okay, but new fraction he equated with 120x by 95y. He just equated with 5 by 2. This new fraction is 5 by 2. If you just equate 5 by 2, right, you just need to take out x and y and just do the calculation. Okay, so 5 ones are 5 24s are. Okay, so x by y equal to 95 by 48. Okay, so that is the ratio. Even if you take the original, if they have original fraction also, 100x by 100y, these two will get cancelled, right? At the end, x by y only you need to find. So x by 5 is 95 by 48 is the fraction, which will be there in your option. See, whenever take only 100, so it will be easy for you. See, for easy calculation, that's why I'll say 100 is an easy calculation. You don't need to suffer something. Okay. So fourth one, a box has 1000 blue balls, 500 red balls, and 500 black balls. He is saying 25% of the blue balls and 50% of red balls are removed. The percentage of black balls, are in the box now. Just a basic small calculation. Okay, so 1000 blue balls are there, plus 500 red balls are there, plus 500 black balls are there. Okay, so in the starting, almost 2000 balls are there. What is the statement? 25% of the blue balls are removed. So 1000 blue balls are there. If 25% of them are removed, what is the remaining? What is the number of 250 are removed? So from 1000, if 250 are removed, how many will be there? 750 blue balls are remaining, and 50% of the red balls are removed. So 2 plus 250 plus black balls, they have not done anything. So plus black balls is 500. So total number of balls in the box are 750 plus 250, 1000. 1000 plus 500 is 1500 balls are there. He is just asking how many percentage of black balls are there. So you'll use 500 by 1500 into 100%. You know why we took this? Black balls. In the similar example, we took the number of runs scored running between the wickets. We took that 80 by 130 into 100 in the similar way. So 500 ones are 500 threes are. What is 1 by 3? What is 1 by 3? convert into percentage. 33 1 by 3 percentage of balls are black balls. I hope it is clear. I'll just check the pause. Okay. We have just 9 more minutes and I'll stop the recording and I'll have to render it. Okay. So we'll start with the fifth problem. We'll go in a quicker pace if there are easy problems. Okay. In a school, 70% of students are boys. If the number of girls is 540, how many boys are there? How many boys are there in the school? Okay. If 70% of the students are boys, what is the remaining number of girls would be? 30% of the girls, 30% of girls, he has given as 540. So 540. So 30 by 100 of girls is 540. So 0, 0, 3 ones are 3 18s are. So girls, my bad. Okay, because girls are 540 and out of overall 100% of the strength, 30% is girls, 70% is boys. So 30% of the overall school strength is girls, which is equated to 540. So 30% of the school strength is 540, then school strength would be 18 into 100, which is 1800. So 30% of 1800 is 540 and 70% of the boys, 1800 minus 540, which is 1260 are boys, 540 are girls. Okay. The sixth problem. A number is increased by 20% and then decreased by 20%. Find the net change. Okay, for these kind of a questions, right, we just have a direct formula: a plus b plus ab by 100. Whenever they ask net change, right, whenever there is a number, it increased by x percentage and it decreased by x percentage, even it increased by x percentage and decreased by x percentage also, the net change, the same formula. Okay, we can do it in the formula, but we can do it in a normal method also. Normal method is the fraction method which I told you. Okay, so first we will see in this method 20%, 20%. Next b is decreased, so minus 20% plus 20 percentage into minus 20 percentage divided by 100. So plus 20 minus 20 gets cancelled. 20 into 20 is 400. So minus 400 by 100 percentage. So that is 4 percentage decreased. So this is one method of doing it. Okay. Second method is assume 100. First it increased by 20%, right? So it will become 120. So then it decreased by 20 percentage. Decreased by 20 percentage is 24. You need to minus 24. Then it will become 96. Initial number is 100. Final number is 96. 96 minus 100 by 100 into 100 percentage. So 96 minus 100 is minus 4 by 100 into 100 percentage. So it will become 4 percentage decreased. You can do it in this method or you can do with this the formula method as well. Whichever method you feel is easy for you. Understood? Okay. Okay. Then we'll move on to the seventh question. See, you can practice. You can solve this one. A number has increased. A number increased by 25% and then decreased by 20%. Solve this. Find the net change. So we completed the sixth problem. Now we need to solve seventh problem. Okay, seventh problem. So, okay. Okay. So the seventh problem, the price of sugar, the price of the sugar rises by 20%. What percentage should consumption be reduced so that expenditure remains constant? I hope I explained this the same problem with you. Price of the sugar rises by 20%. Expenditure remains constant. What is the reduction in consumption? Have you done it?
Or doing it.
So you know the price into consumption equal to expenditure. P1 P2 equal to C2 by C1. Price 1 is 100, price 2 is 120 equal to C2 by C1. So 5 6. So C1 C2 6 5. Difference is 1 by 6 into 100 percentage, which will be 16 2 by 3 percentage decrease. We have already done this problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a very shortcut also. You have a shortcut to solve this problem. But why I will not entertain shortcuts is there'll be a lot of shortcuts and you might forget all the shortcuts. Okay, the shortcut would be if something like price of the sugar increased by 20%, expenditure remains constant. What is the percentage reduction in consumption? If something increases, right, if something increases and others should decrease, it is a natural phenomena for the price. If the price increases, consumption increases, price decreases, that is a
Right.
phenomena. Okay, when these kind of a problems are asked, you can use x by 100 plus x into 100 percentage. Okay, this is the shortcut to solve, like 20 by 120, that is like 1 by 6 into 100 percentage. 1 by 6 is 16 2 by 3 percentage reduction. Okay, this is a shortcut, but it's up to you if you want to use it or not. uh, but what happens, right, if you use it, you need to remember this formula, and you might forget it in exam, like you might put 100 plus x by x or x plus 100 by x. It depends.
Yeah.
See, the same formula, price is 100, right? New price increased by 20 percentage. Okay, consumption became 20 and 100. Okay, the difference is 20 by 120 into 100 percentage. This only he made it as a formula, x plus 20, 100 plus x, because something is increasing, 100 becomes 120, so consumption would be this, right? So he brought consumption into the bottom, that is 120 into 100 percentage. So I'll ask you one more question, like I'll give you one more question. Okay, the price of the sugar increased by 50,
Okay.
increased by 50 percentage, expenditure remains constant, and what is percentage reduction in consumption? Quick.
It's 33 1 by 3.
Yes, 33 1 by 3 percentage reduction. Okay,
Yeah.
you can save 50 by 150 into 100 percentage by using the x by x plus 100 formula. Okay, this is one of the method. If not, price of the sugar, old price, new price is 150. So the consumption will become 150 is to 100. So difference is 50 by 150 into 100. Both you will be able to get 31 1 by 3 percentage reduction. It's up to you which formula you want to use. Okay,
Yeah.
understood. So next question. Okay. Eighth question. Ankur's salary is increased by 20% this year. Ankur, there is a person, salary increased by 20 percentage.
20%.
If the present salary is 12,600, what is his salary last year? Salary last year. Did you understand the question?
Yeah, understood.
So there is a guy named Ankur. His present salary is 12,600 rupees. You need to find out the last year salary, and he got a promotion of 20 percentage. I told you these
Okay.
kind of questions can come. So what is the equation? Tell me the equation. I will tell you whether it is right or wrong. You don't know the last year salary. Take x.
X.
Okay, x into how much salary it increased? 20%, right?
Yeah.
So x into 120%.
125.
Okay, 120% equal to 12,600. Why we took 120? 120%?
20% increase.
increased. So you know the principal plus interest equal to amount formula, right? So he
Yes.
gave amount. Okay, so 120 percentage, take 0, 12 ones are 12, 105 are x equal to 105, 1050, 10,500 would be his salary last year. Okay, see again another question. Ravi's salary is increased by 25 percentage and becomes 20,000. What is his previous salary? Do this sum.
Yeah, doing.
We need to do it quickly. Previous salary is X.
It's 9,600.
Mm, don't think so, but we'll see. X into 125 by 100 equal to 20,000. 5 are 4 are 4,000. X equal to 16,000. This would be your previous salary. See, whenever
Oh,
there is
no, I
9,000,
took it as 12,000. My bad.
oh, 12,000, then 9,600 is right answer. Because 9,600, if 90, 96 and 480, 12 to 18, 20, 24, 2,400. 96 plus 2001. Yeah, if 12,000, it is exactly right. Sorry, maybe the pronouncing itself is bad. Okay.
I just took it like this. I don't know
Okay,
why.
cool, cool. Ninth problem. See, in mathematics, you should be very clear with what you do. Okay.
Okay, okay.
See, a reduction in 20% of the price enables a purchaser to obtain 8 more kg for 160 rupees. What is the price per kg before reduction? This is one of the trickiest problems that you will see. Okay. A reduction of rupees 20, reduction of 20% price, a reduction of 20% price
In the price.
of rice enables a purchaser, someone purchasing it, right, getting 8 kg more for 160 rupees. What was the price per kg before reduction? Okay, so there are two ways of doing it. If you know the price into consumption equal to
Consumption equal
expenditure. This is the first method of doing it. Okay, so he said price is 100 rupees. The price became price old new
20%.
increased. So decreased, right? Sorry,
20% decrease.
sorry. My bad, my bad. 80. So the consumption will become 80, 100. So till here, you're clear. So 100 is to
Yeah.
80 means 5 is to 4. This would be 4 is to 5. So because consumption increased, right? What is the increased? It is 1 has increased. But in reality, how much he gave? 8 kg.
10 kg more.
8 kg. So this consumption, starting consumption would be 32. This consumption would be 40.
What?
Did you understand why we took 32 and 40 here?
It's 8 into 4.
8 into 4.
And
Because
that
the difference is only 1 because of the ratio. But the ratio is at 8 kgs more. Because this 1 will become 8. Then this consumption C1 is 32 kgs. C2 is 40 kgs. He also gave you what is the price per kg before reduction. Before reducing, right? You need to find out this price. Okay. So you know the consumption. You know the expenditure is 160 rupees. Consumption is 32. Okay, you're consuming. What is the price?
100 by 32.
This is 160, sorry. 160 by
Sorry,
32.
160 by 32. Okay, it's
This will
160
give
by
you 5 rupees per kg. This is rupees. This is kgs. This is 5 rupees per kg. Rice per kg, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the answer would be 5 rupees per kg. This is one method of doing it. Okay, so second method,
Okay.
you have price into consumption equal to expenditure. Okay, so you have expenditure same in both the scenarios, 160 rupees. Price has decreased, but 8 kgs you got more. So consumption equal to expenditure by price. Okay, you can take consumption equal expenditure by price. Okay, so he's saying consumption, previously he used to consume some quantity, but due to the price change he's consuming more, right? So it would be like 160 is the expenditure divided by the new price, which is 0.8 p price. That means, like, suppose one price is p, it decreased by 20%, right? So it became 0.8p. Or else you can take 100p as price and you can put it as 80p here. Okay, anything is fine. We'll take 100p only. Okay, because you don't know the price, we have to assume some number. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll use 80p because price has decreased by same expenditure. Previously it was 100 price. That means whenever you have some price, when the price has decreased, you're getting more number of kgs, so you need to divide expenditure by price so that you will get the consumption, right? So that is what we are doing. Okay, so what he has given, 160 by price, the new price minus old price equal to 8 kg, it is what he told. This is consumption, this is expenditure, this is price. Okay, so 160 you
Okay.
take common, 100p minus 80p is 20p, by 80p into 100p equal to 8 kgs. Okay, so this p gets cancelled. Okay, 160 2s are 81s are. Okay, so 20 is there, 20 ones are 100p 5s are. Okay, so 2 ones are 2 4s are. So here 5p equal to 4, p equal to 4 by 5. But initially what is the price? 100p, right?
Yeah.
100p, that is what we need to find now. We need to find the original price per kg, right? Did we do any calculation wrong? Give me a second. This is 16 kgs or 160 kgs? 160, 20%.
160.
Right, okay. 160 into 20p by 80 into 100 equal to 8. 1s are 2s are, 1s are 5s are, 1s are 4s are. So 1 equal to 20p. Okay, 1 equal to 20p because here we have p, right? P into p. This 5p will,
Price.
so p equal to 1 by 20. The initial price is what? 100p, right? 100 into 1 by 20. P is 1 by 20, just substitute, you will get 5. 5 is rupees per kg. Previously we took this here and we brought it down. So 5 rupees per kg. This is one method, this is one method. I think this method will be easier because you already know it. If you do in this method, you will get confused. But we have two methods to do it. Okay. So in the similar manner, you can do the next problem. Oh, sorry, I have not recorded it.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll do the next problem. A 25% reduction in price. A man buys 10 kgs more sugar for 200. What is the original price? Find the original price. Whenever if you're not able to see the screen, right, whatever I'm teaching, just stop me there, no, so that it will get recorded. Otherwise you're only seeing this screen, whatever I'm writing you can't see that. Whenever you're not able to see the screen while I'm explaining to you, just flag me, no, so that I will switch to the other tab. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So 25% of the price is reduced, so we'll take price 100, old, new would be 75, ratio
75.
4 is to 3, consumption would be 3 is to
3 is to
4. A man buys 10 kg more, so difference is 1, 1 become 10, this will become 30, this will become 40. So you know the consumption, you know the price. Okay, find the original price. So price into consumption equal to expenditure, you need to find the price equal to 200 divided by 30. So 20 by 3 is 6, 2 by 3 rupees per kg. That is 6.67 rupees per kg. Okay, I will see which option is there. Yeah, 6.67 is the option. This
Okay.
method is easy, right?
Yeah, this is it.
No, because I told you in this. Okay, so we'll do the 10th question. A man multiplied a number with a man multiplied a number with 7 by 4 instead of 3 by 4, 3 by 5. Instead of 3 by 5, percentage change in result. Percentage change in result. Suppose if there is like x number, right? You have to multiply that number with 3 by 5, but without knowingly you multiplied it with 7 by 4, and there will be a difference, right? The percentage, there will be a difference. Okay, so what is the percentage change in the result is what he is asking. Okay, for these kind of questions, no, you should know how to take LCM, because 7 by 4 and 3 by 4, you need to take assume a common number so that the answer will be easy. So here 7 by 4 and 7 by 5 is right? 4 and 5. In this scenario, 4 into 5 is 20, right? Let's
Yeah.
assume number is 20. Let's assume number is 20. First, he has to do it by 3 by 5. Okay. But by mistake, he did it in 3 by 4. Okay. So with mistake, 7 by 4 into 20, which is 35. The resultant you got is 35. The new old number should be 3 by 5 into 20. That is 12. The answer should be 12. The answer should be 12, but he got 35. What is the percentage change? You know the answer. You know the answer. Final
35.
value, yeah, initial value by initial value into 100. See, why I'm explaining everything into one formula, right? You will understand it. I don't want you to get confused between formulas. Okay, so that's
Okay.
why what even though if it's difficult, I'm trying to put everything into the same formula so that only one formula you should be able to solve any problem. Okay, so 35 minus 12 by 12 into 100 percentage would be 23 by 12 into 100 percentage. Calculate, you would be getting 190 something, 190, 191, 2 by 3 percentage. Okay, 191,
Okay.
2 by 3 percentage. Clear. We'll go with the you can do the sixth problem. Okay, later you can do sorry 10th problem, second one. A number was multiplied by 5 by 6 instead of 2 by 3. We'll do it here only. A number was multiplied by 5 by 6 instead of 2 by 3 with 6 and 3. LCM is 6. They assume number as 6. Okay, let's assume
Okay.
number as 6. So if you take this, the answer would be 5. 5 by 6 into 6. Here the answer will be 4. The resultant you got is 5, but initially it is 4. The difference is 1 by 4 into 100 percentage, which will give you 25 percentage. This is 10b. Okay.
Okay.